Protect them at all. Good evening. I'm Dan Winters. Aaron is off tonight. Yesterday, we told you about this woman who had moved into a Des Moines home and about the frustration that the landlord felt as he spent months trying to get rid of her. Tonight, one lawmaker says it's time to look at the rules that allow squatters to capitalize on these loopholes. Aaron Brilbeck has the follow-up.
I don't know. I just don't understand how a man has to put up with it.
Yesterday, we introduced you to Des Moines landlord Bill Moyer, who was evicting a squatter from one of his properties. He says the process of getting rid of her took 2 months and will cost him thousands of dollars. The squatter, Jody Engstrom, insists she had a verbal agreement to work part-time for Moyer in exchange for rent. Moyer says there was no agreement, written or otherwise. Engstrom, who according to online court documents has been sued at least 15 times in the past 12 years for failing to pay rent or to be evicted, admitted that she knew Moyer wanted her out. She even received this eviction notice. But she says she didn't have any place else to go.
I just got myself in a tough situation. When you live paycheck to paycheck and you have to spend all your money on food because you don't have anything to refrigerate it or anything to cook with it. Yeah, it's really expensive to be broke. It's embarrassing.
Moyer says he's more frustrated with the system than he is with Engstrom. He says he called police several times to have her removed from the property, and they told him there was nothing they could do. Des Moines attorney Peter Berger says, don't blame the police. They can't know the whole story.
Hypothetically, maybe here the person is going to say, I did have an arrangement with the landlord. The landlord says no. Then the police are being put in the position of a judge and jury. And what if she's right? She has no place to go and is out on the street. That's why there's an eviction process.
Berger also says Moyer was wise to go through the legal process rather than throwing Engstrom's stuff to the curb himself. Moyer could have faced charges if he had.
The minute the landlord goes in and does something with that property, it could be destroyed, there could be criminal mischief, there could be theft. Somebody else takes her property, which is on the street, and she loses everything. The landlord puts himself or herself in a worse position.
State Representative Bruce Hunter says the law was designed to protect tenants from unscrupulous landlords, but in this case, he says, it obviously backfired.
There's obviously some kind of loophole in the law that I think we need to take care of, and I think it would be a bipartisan issue. At least it should be.
Representative Hunter says he plans to talk with the Landlord Association to discuss what changes should be made to the law. Meanwhile, Berger suggests that the landlord file criminal charges against the squatter, arguing that there is a pattern of fraud that's being committed here. That way, Berger says the landlord might be able to get some reimbursement from the Victim Reparation Fund.
She's wrong here, Aaron. A lot of people are going to wonder, why doesn't he just sue her? Maybe the answer is obvious.
You know, easier said than done. Yeah. He can sue her. Suing is easy. Collecting after he sues her, that's a totally different animal.
Absolutely. All right. We know there's more to be done on this story. Thank you, Aaron.